Hey, what's up guys? Earlier this morning I got my package and it is finally here. We've waited about 3 weeks. We ordered some new fenders for Clifford here. We got the road armor, so it should give us a little more clearance, and then get rid of these old plastic fenders, because the new ones are metal. And then they've got a really cool front light that you can hook to your turn signal. So we've got them right here. Let's start opening on this pallet. So first we're gonna just cut it up, get rid of these staples, and we'll get a first look at them. All right. So based on the box, I'm going to assume that it is the rear. So we've got all of the required hardware and some instructions. So we've got the rear fender flare here. Got everything listed as what we're supposed to do, and that is a little sneak peek of what it will look like. Alright, so we've got the front fender flare here. Alright, so we've got the fenders outside of the boxes, and then we've got our wiring and our hardware right here. So let's start opening up the fenders. Lay them on the plastic wrap and the foam so they don't scratch and get all dirty from this kind of dirt from off-roading and stuff. So we'll open it up, see what they look like, and we'll get started. All right, so here we've got the passenger side rear fender. Pretty cool, nice and durable. Yeah, it looks amazing. Can't wait to put these on. Nice high quality road armor. All right, now let's open a front one to see what that looks like. Here's a look at the front fender. Here's where the light will be. Pretty cool for the front fenders. Nice metal. Should look great on the Jeep. The Jeep, we're gonna obviously remove the old ones, but we're a little muddy. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take it through the car wash, clean it all off, see how dirty the inner fender well is, because we're gonna have to remove all of this. All right, so we're gonna go through the car wash really quick, get it all cleaned up. We'll do some spot up clean, make sure everything's clean and ready to go, and then we will start installing them. Going through the car wash right now, pretty loud, but it's pretty lit, you know what I'm saying? Getting it nice and clean, you know what I'm saying? Man, got the little trees. Quick Quack struggles a little bit with the light bar, but it's all right. It looks dope. All right, see you guys at home. Let's go install these fenders, baby. On the way back from the car wash, we hit a massive milestone for the miles. Fellas, we did it. 26969. Now let's go install some freaking fire fenders and let's get this done, baby. Let's get this Jeep looking fire. Let's go. All right, so to start off by taking the fenders off, we're gonna take out the inner fender, unbolt all of this, remove this, and then we've got to cut one of these supports. So we'll get all the fenders off, the front and the rear. The rear's a little bit different. There's not as many bolts. It's just a bunch of clips. So we'll take both of them off, and then we will start installing the new ones onto the Jeep. Alright, so we've got the fender and the inner fender out. We unscrewed and took off our taillight because you need to have to access behind. So on the instructions, it lists all of the holes that you need to drill bigger and put rivets into. And then after you will put the bolt and the washer on and screw in the rivet. And there's a little bracket that you have to put through here. And that's where you access this, and you screw it through the tail light through here, and then you'll bolt through here, and then on all of the certain points. This is on the direction. So let's start drilling these out and riveting them. So you stick it through, make sure that the square is through, so it's not, you know, if you look, you can see that that's good, but you don't want it to kind of be diagonal or whatever. You want it to be good. So then you just slide this plastic piece down, so then it's all the way at the bottom and it's not moving and falling and stuff. It's always gonna be at that spot. Once you've got the fender completely bolted in, you can start putting the tail lights back on so it's nice and secure and you're ready to go. All right, so the first step to installing the front fenders is you have to mount this mounting plate to help screw in the big fender. So you just screw it into the OEM bolts here, using the OEM bolts, and then you drill another hole using the self-screwing bolt. So you've got the actual mounting plate, and then you have these little metal pieces that you put on, and you want this part to be on top because this is where you thread the bolt into. So for this, it'll be mounted just like that. Slide in, and then all the holes match up. So you put them on like so, and then there's metal clips that will clip into so they stay in place. So all three of them will be onto the holes. So you have this screw bolt. So we just have this little screwdriver, and we just kind of start threading it through because we drilled a hole before, so it had a place to go, and then we just put it through. So the same thing as the back, you had that one square end screw. So on the front fender, you have 3 of them that you need to do. Same thing, you just get this metal piece onto it so they don't move at all. So we've got the factory edge and then the edge that we've cut because we use half of it for each fender. So we're just gonna put the factory edge up here so it looks nicer. Kind of just work it on. And then we've got extra, so we're just gonna clip that off, and then we are all set. All right, so inside of the packaging, you've got your light that you just screw in right here. You just kind of rip it open. Or don't rip it open if you're not strong enough to rip it open. So you've got your diagram And then the actual light. And then you just we put the cord on this side so then it doesn't have to come across the fender, and then you'll bolt it in on this side and then this side. All right, now we can just screw in the fender. So you want to do the top one first so you can kind of stop holding it. Make sure you get these 3 screws into the hole. All right, we've got everything bolted in nice and tight. We've got these nuts back here all tight. The ones behind here all tight. And then next, all we have to do is we've got to kind of zip tie the wiring, and then we'll run it to the battery and get all the wiring set up. All right, so we finished mounting all the fenders, but it is the next day. We didn't wire them. So right now I'm going to run to AutoZone. We're gonna get some wiring and all that equipment, and then we will finish wiring it all right now. Here's what it looks like, all mounted. They look really, really good. Gives it a nice aggressive look. Once we get these running lights working, and with the turn signals in, it's gonna look way good. All right, so as you can tell, we got the fender lights all wired, so let me show you how we did that really quick. So here's the wire that comes out from the light. So we just tucked it up under, comes out right here. So we have our wiring for our halos that we did in our previous video. And then we have the wiring coming across, and then we have it tapped into the wiring for our halos. So we connected these running lights so that they would be on when our halos turn on. So we just attach those right here. And if you don't have a running light on your halo or anywhere else, you'd use the green wire on this harness, but we didn't use it because we already attached it. And then you would extend the wiring into here. This is our turn signal that we tapped into. So we just clipped that in and extended the wire right here, as you can tell, and it just runs up into here. Same thing on this other side. We have the wiring tapped in here, and it all runs up right here. And then we're just gonna tape all these together and zip tie them down so they're not in the way. But yeah, pretty simple, pretty easy to wire. The longest part is just actually mounting them on. But they look great, give you a lot more clearance, and a lot more durable than the plastic ones. And they look really, really good. So that is it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and go check out any of my other videos. Check out how we wired these halos. One of my favorite videos that I've made is the Jeep hammock. You put the seats down in the back of your Jeep, and it is a hammock across this whole area, and it's really cool. Go check out that video. But like I said, that's all for today's video. So you guys have a good rest of your day or night or whatever, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.